Oh, YouTube. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it has been over a month since my last video. I apologize. I said before I was not going to make any promises on how long it was going to take me to make a video. Because here's the thing that I'm debacling with. I will keep pursuing YouTube, and I am striving to make a career and something fun out of it. That is still the goal. But I've noticed that TikTok is a little easier as far as outreach. One of my videos, I barely put any editing to it, and it got 700 views. Now, in the TikTok world, that's nothing, because you can get 1 million views depending on what you produce or show off or how funny or gimmicky you are. But I think that's really cool that TikTok has that power to do that. Also, this video is mostly going to be TikToks of my previous stuff, and I'm going to start talking about my YouTube on TikTok. And even though I only have 20 or 30 followers on TikTok as well, I have a lot of promise in that, because it's at the current time of the job, it's very easy for me to pop out my phone, record little snippets of stuff throughout the day and funny gimmicky things, and then make it a video at the end of the day. I think that's really cool. And I can start doing that with my YouTube as well. I just have to get a smaller camera that I can bring with me. But what I wanted to make today for YouTube, and then what I'm also going to make for TikTok, is just about what I've been thinking about as far as life, what I'm going to be doing here in the next few months or year or whatever. Now, why am I dumping out this beer? Well, first of all, this beer is like 3 months old. I collect the cans along with my dad. When we did it as a kid, we collected the cans. It was fine, kind of our way of recycling, but it also making a little bit of money. And it was just our way to give back to the environment. And this beer is old. I wish I could drink it, but I feel like I'm going to be sick. And so I'm just going to be throwing the cans into my truck. Also, I made a TikTok about fixing this guy. It wasn't really fixing. We just put the new bumper on him so he looks cooler. Okay, so what's the point of this YouTube video? This one is going to be short because I'm going to be adding TikTok videos throughout the last few months I've been making onto the end of this. And what I thought about this morning was the definition of a job and what a job is to me. Some people's jobs can be anything. Some people's jobs could be build a house, they're a builder. Some people's jobs could be an auto mechanic. Their job is to fix trucks or fix cars, fix electronics. Some person's job could be comedian. They were born with the gift of laughter. They were born with the gift of joy to give people through jokes. There's painters. People want to paint imaginary things or realistically paint someone, a couple on the beach in California. A job is very loose and big. Somebody's job could be counting the amount of mushrooms in a 1 acre area in a forest. Like, that's their job. And my thing is, like, today's society is so set on jobs having to be so structured. I've been watching a lot of videos and reading and stuff, and society tells us a very structured way to do stuff. And the people that really break out of that mold are the people that I think excel. And that's what this beer kind of represents. I think in my case, it's old, it's been overdone, and it's okay to dump it out and try another beer. It's okay to dump it out and try another way of thinking. So, like, for me, I've been investing in things, I've been researching things, I've been trying to gain stuff and gain knowledge and gain a new perspective on life. My buddy Mitchell, who in the TikTok we switched over the bumper, we've been thinking about stuff as well, and our job could be completely different. Your job doesn't have to be set in stone a certain way, and if you're outside, if your peers think that job is too reactionary or too unknown, we'll use that word, unknown. One of my favorite pictures is the picture of 2 lions I don't have my Lions Not Sheep shirt, but 2 lions. One lion, it shows, in the description it says, he's well fed, he has a safe place to lay his head, and he is guaranteed food and water and his well-being. And it shows the lion in a cage. But then it shows another lion, and it says this lion has control of his life, but that means that he has to face dangers that he's never faced before. He has to go through boundaries and barriers that he's never had to go through before. But if he breaks through those barriers and breaks through those boundaries, he can achieve greatness. And it shows the lion free, up in the plains, up on a hill, out in his pride lands. And I obviously oversaturated the words of each picture of the lion. But I think that's a great perspective on life. Because a lot of people are like, you do this, you get this, you get this, you get this. Oh, that's a decent amount of money for your time. Oh, that's an even better decent amount of money of your time. That means that you'll be able to afford this X amount. And that's only because you're structured in this way. Well, what if that person said, no, F that, and broke out of that mold? What if that person said, I'm going to cut all ties with that. I'm going to try something new. They said, no to this beer, even though I like Busch. This is a bad analogy, but no to this way of life, and I'm going to try something else. I'm going to use the money that I have, use the knowledge that I've gained, and I'm going to put it into another beer or another way of life. And I bet you that one can explosively evolve into something else. So, like I said, I'm going to keep this short. Thank you guys for supporting. I'm going to try to get TikTok followers over here, and I'm going to try to get you guys to follow my TikTok, since I try to upload daily to the TikTok. I'm semi-consistent with that. So, like I said, thank you guys for viewing. If you want to know more about what I'm thinking of or want some insight on what I'm thinking of, comment down below. This channel is going to be changing rapidly as far as what I upload. I have gaming involved. I have obviously more workout stuff involved and things like that. But it's not just going to be mountain living. Mountain Man Life, I think, it's a brand that I want to make stuff with, like apparel and stuff and gear and things like that. It's a name that I think I can market better than anything else. So thank you guys for watching, and see you next time.
My team in Apex Legends competitive. OMG, is that a gun? Oh look, is that health? What is a grenade? My internet is bad. Let's land in the city and World's Edge every time. Let's die over and over so we lose points. Life as a tow truck driver.
Okay, Mr. Branches, it's time to go. Just to be safe.
Let's try this again, shall we? This tree goes. You're down. Who's my next culprit? Ha! Got you, Mr. Branch. The driveway's a lot cleaner now.